InnerQuest explores various pathways through which you can connect with the infinite wisdom of the universe and apply it to personal, professional, and spiritual growth. This program, featuring accomplished practitioners, educators, and authors, is provided by Infinity Foundation, an innovative center for holistic studies and research. We invite you to share this journey with us.
Welcome to InnerQuest. My name is Jay Stone, host for today, and our guest is Nancy Grace Marder. Welcome, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's a pleasure to have the boss on set. All right, let me tell the audience a little bit about your background and why you're here. Nancy Grace is the founder and executive director of Infinity Foundation. She has master's degrees in special education and educational administration and supervision. Nancy completed a 2-year program in theology and practical spirituality and is ordained as a spiritual minister. She has taught meditation for more than 20 years. So what is Infinity Foundation?
So we're a nonprofit educational organization.
So does that mean people can donate and they can take it off their taxes?
People can make donations, yes, and it's tax deductible to the full extent of the law.
Okay, great.
And we do greatly appreciate anyone who makes a donation to our organization. Mm-hmm. Our donors are treasured jewels because they understand that if you get something, that you give something back. Mm-hmm. And with Infinity, you always get something when you take a class. So Infinity offers more than 200 courses a year in personal growth and development, and we're located in Highland Park. And people can find their soul at Infinity.
Okay. Now, why did you choose the name Infinity?
We collaborated with a couple of people, but interestingly enough, when I was young, this is just sort of a backstory, I used to always make the infinity symbol. When I would doodle, I would always make that infinity symbol. So I think it was just meant to be that name.
And if you take Infinity Foundation, you got if.
You do.
Yeah.
Just like InnerQuest, you have
IQ.
IQ.
Yeah. Now, Infinity recently built a building. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we moved into new space, and we just absolutely are loving our new space. We now have a much larger classroom. We can accommodate 75 people, which means that classes are never too large, that you always are able to interact with people who are present and with the instructor, with the faculty member.
Okay.
And we now have a kitchenette, and we have 4 bathrooms, which we're really excited about.
Yeah.
And
a kitchenette, so when you, let's say if you do have serve food along with your classes sometimes?
Well, sometimes, but we also offer cooking classes now, and the kitchen is a great place for art classes because of the lighting. Mm-hmm. And we also have a patio. So for day-long workshops, for example, people can eat outside, and some of our classes, like a Tai Chi class or Qigong class, which we offer during the day, if the weather's nice, then people can take the class outside.
And now some of the classes meet just one time, and others meet 3-4 times. Others may be going longer than that, like a yoga class or meditation class.
Right. So we have the full range of classes. We offer classes 7 days a week. We offer daytime classes. We offer one-time classes, ongoing classes, weekend immersions. We offer professional trainings, so sometimes those are a little bit longer as well.
Okay. And then the Infinity Foundation building isn't close to the expressway?
Yes,
Easy.
we are right off 41, so we're easy to get to.
And where do you mainly draw your clientele or your customers, your supporters from?
You know, it's really from all over the Chicagoland area, and we have people come in from out of state. We have had people fly in from Europe to take workshops because we have bestsellers regularly on our faculty.
You want to drop a few names?
Well, we have Michael Beckwith coming, and
he's a minister, is it?
Yes, he is, and he runs a spiritual center called Agape in California, and he's one of the top speakers in the country, and he's going to be at our gala. He's receiving the Infinity Foundation Spirit Award this year.
And the gala event is, where's it going to be held?
So that's at Ravinia Green Country Club on May 18th. And it's a wonderful way to support Infinity, and he's going to receive the Infinity Foundation Spirit Award.
And what goes on at a gala?
Oh, they're great. They're so much fun. So the front end, we have a practitioner fair. So when you arrive, included in your ticket is 2 free mini sessions with one of 40 or more practitioners to choose from.
Okay.
And then we have a fabulous silent auction with great items and a
And do a lot of local businesses donate?
Yes, we're very grateful to many businesses in Highland Park and around the area who have been generous in donating goods and certificates.
And so what type of items have you already received for this year's benefits?
Well, we have Bears football.
Okay.
And we have crystal bowls, and we have singing bowls, and we have statues and of Buddhas and angels, and we have packages. What we do is we make baskets and we put together a theme. So a theme, for example, might be yoga, so it would include a yoga mat and an unlimited time at a yoga studio. But we have more than 100 items, and we just have some fabulous things.
Okay. And what about the dinner is usually special?
Yeah,
it's not like your typical rib dinner.
No. We have the food there. Ravinia Green Country Club is really good, and so it's a sit-down dinner, and then after dinner is the keynote by Michael Beckwith.
And is it usually vegetarian or at least
we have a vegan option or chicken and gluten-free.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And so typically, how many volunteers does it take to put the gala event on?
There's about 35 volunteers on the gala committee. It's our major fundraiser for the year, and it really helps support Infinity and everything that we do.
And well, do you want to drop a number how much money you raised to build the building?
Oh, the building fund?
Yeah.
So that's a different topic, but yes, we did. We raised $120,000 to move into and furnish our new space.
Yeah, well, and doesn't some of the $120,000 come from the gala event?
No, that was separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's separate.
All right.
So.
Yeah, and did any of the benefactors get any benefits by donating?
Well, we just installed this gorgeous giving tree. So anyone who donated more than $500 will have their name on this really beautiful wooden leaf.
Okay.
So that's how we honor the people who helped us. But more than 500 people donated to help raise that money, which is, for us, the most amount of money we ever raised.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
It was great. Because even, you know what, I always am thrilled no matter what the amount is. Because to me, and I mentioned this before, they're giving back. And so when you take a class at Infinity, you always learn a skill. There's always something that you take away. And so when people give back to Infinity, that just means so much to me and to the organization.
Now, you have a master's degree in educational administration and supervision. Where did you get your master's degree from?
I got my first master's at University of Michigan.
Okay,
And
very
then,
good school.
Yeah, right. And then I did one at a local university here, the second one.
Okay. Did that prepare you to run? Because Infinity, I would say, is basically an educational center.
Right. So, and I taught at Stevenson High School for many years, and so I have an education background, but I also have a volunteer background. So my whole life, ever since I was in high school, I volunteered. And I was co-president of the League of Women Voters for a while, and that was also a volunteer-run organization. So that model of volunteerism is really the driving force behind Infinity, all the volunteers we have, which is we have more than 80 volunteers.
And so our whole staff here is volunteers. We have 3 people in the control room, 3 people on the camera. Well, they're waving to us now. And myself, I've been volunteer for 20 years. And then we have Stacy, who didn't even moved to Colorado, who books our guests, and she's still doing it. So thank you, Stacy.
And thank you to you and all the InterQuest team, including my brother, who's executive director. of the program for all your service, because it helps people to learn about Infinity and what it can do for them.
So are you in any need of any volunteers now?
Oh, we can always use more volunteers, absolutely.
And so what type of work would they be doing?
Well, that's what's nice about Infinity, is you can match your skill or interest level to being on a committee, for example. We have different committees, or doing tasks, or, helping out in the office. We need help in the office.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And like processing...
registrations.
Okay, yeah. And by the way, the website is just very professional. Did you design that?
No, actually my son,
Okay.
so now I have my brother and my son, is our webmaster.
Well, and your son has been a volunteer almost from the start.
Right, he did. He built our database when he was in high school.
Yeah, very, very talented. Is he working in the computer field now?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Now, you want to show the program that you've
Sure.
been...
So we actually have a course guide that comes out 3 times a year, and it's 56 pages long, and in each issue there's about 70 to 80 courses to choose from. So we also offer courses not only for adults but for children and adolescents as well. So.
And you used to sponsor the fantastic children's fair.
Right, and we still actually do. We have an annual Infinity Family Fest now, and we hold that at Infinity, and that's just a wonderful event for families.
Okay, and you want to talk a little bit about what goes on at the children's?
Yeah, so what's really important, especially now with what's going on in the world, is that children learn personal growth skills and development, that they become confident, that they know how to speak up for themselves, that if they're having some spiritual inclinations, that's nurtured. And so Infinity, I'm very proud of that we're helping children and giving them opportunities to be expressive and creative.
Excellent. And of course, it's probably a good feeling for the parents, that they can encourage their children to use their creativity, their imagination in constructive ways.
Right. Yes.
Now, on the website, I believe, people could submit that want to be an instructor, part of the faculty, they could submit an application?
Right.
So walk us through, because you just don't take anybody off the street to teach.
Right.
So talk a little bit about that process.
So all of our faculty members have expertise in a particular area, and one of the things we look for is experience. And I, as a former teacher, know that you really need to teach your subject a number of times. So it would be highly unusual that someone would start at Infinity first time without having taught elsewhere. Mm-hmm. But also we have many best-selling authors come in who teach regularly all over the country and the world. And so, we have bestsellers in your own backyard.
Yes.
So it's remarkable who comes through our doors.
Now, is there a committee that reviews the faculty applications?
That's part of my job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you are the committee.
I'm the committee.
Okay. So what kind of people take the classes?
So what's really interesting, and I love this, is, a lot of instructors will say, introduce yourself, tell what you do. And it's everything. It's every kind of profession, every kind of,
Well, I know I've interviewed lawyers here and medical doctors.
Right, yeah. So it's a wide range of people who have an interest in helping themselves, in developing their person and their spiritual outlook in life.
Mm-hmm. And do you get more women than men? Is it even
this
close?
industry is mostly women.
Okay.
There are more men, but there's still more women.
And have you noticed a change in your population over the 20 years?
Not so much. I would like to say otherwise, but not so much.
Okay. And ages, what you mentioned you have stuff for children, but what's the average age?
There's 20-somethings to 80-somethings, so it's a wide range. in age.
And how did you get interested in personal and spiritual growth?
Well, I read a book, and it happened to be Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
one of the first books, personal growth
Wasn't
books.
Dan one of the Spirit
Yes,
Award winners?
Yes, yeah. And I thought, how great would it be to study with an author? You know, you read a book, you get so excited about the work in the book, and so I just thought it'd be wonderful to study with an author. So I actually went to California and I did a 7-day workshop with him. But that was a lot what was behind wanting to start an organization like Infinity.
You know, I took his class when he spoke at Infinity. He was remarkable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other favorites that you've had over the years?
Oh, we've had so many. We've had Ram Dass,
Yes.
who wrote Be Here Now, which is just a complete classic book, all about consciousness. And
Well, I interviewed him.
oh, I remember that. You went to his hotel room.
Right, and because he had written a book, Still Here Now.
Right.
And he said one of the most profound things I've ever heard, because he was in a wheelchair and he had a stroke and had trouble speaking. I says, is it still possible for you to be here now, even in spite of your physical disabilities? And he said, I'm here now more than I've ever been.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Just something to strive for.
Right.
All right. So what does Infinity provide for people, for students?
If you're looking for something for yourself to improve your life, you can do it. You know, and I think that no one really, at least our generation, and I think for most people, grow up learning personal growth or development skills. You don't learn life skills. Our courses are for life. And so it means that you're developing skills. And when you develop skills, you improve yourself. You improve your ability to communicate. You improve your rapport, your relationships with yourself and with others.
You're happier.
Right. You're healthier.
More
you're
productive.
happier. Right. I mean, there are people who've taken classes at Infinity and their whole life has changed because of a class they took. And people have changed careers. People have garnished and been able to develop careers because they've taken a professional training. And what I love about spiritual and personal growth is it's infinite. It's endless. The potential is always there to improve yourself and to make yourself more, better, enhanced, deeper, more soulful, more spiritual, and happier, really.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what do we want? We want health and happiness, right?
What does Wayne Dyer say is not a human being who has spiritual experiences, but a spiritual being who has human experiences?
Right.
Yeah. All right. And how does Infinity influence the community?
Well, I think just because we do community outreach for the community, we have free classes that we offer. And
What are some example of free classes?
so we have some free mini workshops. So it's pretty much similar to classes that we offer at Infinity. And people can take them for free and get a taste of what that's like.
I know you also have movie night.
We do have movie night.
Yeah.
And movie discussions afterwards. So so we provide that. We do community outreach with the Family Fest. We also have a meditate-a-thon. We have another one. It'll be our 3rd annual one that's coming up in October.
What's a meditation-thon?
Meditate-a-thon. So for every hour, so it runs from 9 till 4, and every hour there's a different facilitator teaching a different kind of meditation.
Okay.
So we have guided meditation, we have crystal bowls, we have yoga nidra, which is relaxing. So it's really a fantastic, and that's also a fundraiser. So some of that special event in particular is a fundraiser for Infinity. So we do some mini fundraisers. But it's really important for us to reach out to the community members and in the community because what we do is impactful. So we also offer corporate wellness, and we've offered some courses to...
When you say corporate wellness, what exactly are you offering?
So whatever
do you
they
go to
want.
companies?
Yeah, we go to one company in particular so far, and we've done a couple other ones. So whatever they want, which is awesome about us because we've offered so many classes. So they wanted one on conscious parenting. They wanted one on mindfulness. They wanted one on sitting properly at your desk, so it was some yoga moves, being able to do yoga at your desk. So we've offered those, and so we can do that. We can go into businesses and really help provide support for the workplace.
Have you ever thought about going back to like a public school system, which you were part of for many years, with some of the meditation and other things you've learned?
Well, we would love to do that, and that's critically important for everybody, I think. To me, meditation is the most important life skill I have. So,
and why is that?
Because it brings peace and calm, but it also is a connection, a spiritual connection where you can go really deep. I actually learned how to clear my mind, like I can be without thought, which is hard to achieve, and most people have difficulty doing that. But without thought, then you can just be.
My favorite description of meditation was on a T-shirt that I bought in Boston, Massachusetts. It says, "Meditation, it's not what you think."
It's perfect.
Yeah. So, talk a little bit about your meditation practice. So, how many days a week do you meditate? And
Well, I meditate every day.
okay.
So, and
Once a day, twice a day?
I do once, and I teach meditation at Infinity as well, as you mentioned before. And to me, there's no proper time to do it. There's different schools of thought, and I just feel that I do it before I go to sleep at night. That's when it's quiet, and that's when it's good for me. But some people like to do it when they wake up. I think it's great to do 1 minute at work. Just close your office door and just take some deep breaths.
Well, there are benefits to both when you wake up, because when you meditate, your body produces endorphins.
Right.
And endorphins comes from indigenous morphine. So when you have the morphine that our brains and our bodies naturally produce, when that inevitable stress happens during the day, it takes less of a physical, mental, and emotional toll.
Right.
Yeah. And then before bed, I could see, because it's a perfect way to empty the mind.
Right.
And so that your mind isn't going over things that have been bugging you.
Right.
They've been cleared out.
Yeah.
All right. What are some of the other benefits of meditation?
I think that being calm is so good for the system. If people with high blood pressure can reduce their stress, and it's there's been studies that have shown this to be so, and it's been my experience too. If you're uptight and you just take some time to close your eyes for a minute. There's no magic number. Like some people say you must do 20 minutes. Well, sometimes you can do 2 minutes and it feels like an hour. So, because it's timelessness when you're in a meditative state.
Yes.
So, being in a meditative state is achievable. People like coming to my class because it's a group meditation and there's a group energy, and we do some sharing before and after about experiences, and people like to share their experiences. People can see things, they can see colors, they can feel like they're going on a visual dream. It's sort of like wakeful dreaming sometimes, seeing images about things when you're meditating.
Well, I'll tell you what I've learned about the benefits of meditation, and you can tell me whether you agree or disagree. There's a decrease in heart rate, decrease in blood pressure, decrease in muscle tension, decrease in respiratory rate, which is the number of breaths per minute. So the body's relaxing.
Right.
And there's more blood flowing to the brain,
Right.
up to a 10 times microvoltage increase in the brain. So you've heard the expression like a brainstorm. And then the brain waves actually slow down.
Right.
So our brain waves can be going very fast. Let's say during waking consciousness, or they can be going very, very slow in deep sleep. But meditation, it's towards the slower end.
Right. So you can go into the alpha theta state.
Yes, yes. And we naturally do it every day.
Right.
But the problem is, or not the problem, the question is, whether we go into a trance state that helps us or harms us, because we can get into come up with negative thoughts while in that alpha state.
Well, then you need to learn how to clear your mind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been meditating
Yeah.
since 1982, so 36
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Haven't missed a day. Most
Yeah.
days, twice a day.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
um,
you know.
yeah,
you
I know.
It's very enriching. I mean, that's what's so wonderful is I've taught for more than 20 years, and I've never taught the same class twice.
Yes.
Because it's guided meditation.
Yeah.
And that's how deep it is. And that's how deep this work is, actually.
Mm-hmm. And great, and you can literally see the changes in people once
Right.
they start practicing.
Right. What I love about Infinity is people walk in with their normal face on to take a class, and they leave elated. They leave making friends. We have people who've become best friends because they've taken a class, because they're around like-minded people. We just had a couple come back to take a class that they took 2 years ago with the same best-selling author. They met there. They got married because they met there, and
Yeah.
they came back and
Who was the author they saw?
they saw Tama Keeves. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So
What's his specialty?
her specialty.
Oh, her
Tama.
specialty.
Yeah.
Tama. Okay.
She teaches. She calls it's unstoppable confidence. So she teaches really just how to get into your own zone and how to come out into the world in a stronger manner.
Okay. I've just got the signal for 2 minutes.
Wow.
What else do you want to say about Infinity or meditation?
So I think that a lot of people are new to this kind of work, and I would highly recommend find a class. You can get a free course guide from us, and
Online
on our website, and or you can like us on Facebook. We're on Twitter and Facebook. If you just search for Infinity Foundation, you can find us. We'd be happy to send anyone a free course guide and just take a look.
Are the classes guaranteed? Let's say somebody says, "Oh, I just hated that class," or "That teacher was lousy." Would you give someone their money back?
We would talk about it. We would
Yeah.
talk about it,
Yeah.
because I think the thing is there's something for everyone. So, and there's something for you too. And to remember that. There's always a nugget, even if it wasn't everything you were expecting, there's always something there to learn. And that's what we're all about, Courses for Learning.
Okay. What are some of the favorite courses that have gone really well at Infinity?
I think when a best-selling author comes into town, that it's a treat, because we don't know if they'll necessarily come back again. So
Yeah.
those are the ones that usually have the most people.
I think of John Kabat-Zinn, who
Right.
you wanted back, and
Right.
and he hasn't been back in
Yes,
several years.
It's hard to get some of them back because they're busy,
Yes.
So we're lucky. I feel lucky that we have so many wonderful teachers and faculty members at Infinity.
Well, for more information about Infinity Foundation InnerQuest Talk Show, which is sponsored by Infinity Foundation, stay tuned to the credits at the end. Until next time, wish you good health, good fortune, and good spirits. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Nancy.
Jay.
For more information about this show, our guest, Infinity Foundation, or any of our other programs, please visit our website, infinityfoundation.org, or call us at 847-831-8828.